for puck drops. The top two teams in the PWHL, they have gone back and forth atop the standings. Right now, it's Minnesota. And the battle for the puck goes the visitors' way as Point Schofield chips it down into the Montreal zone early. Talk about that, their last meeting, 45 shots. Jakes from the point. What a block by Poulin. Gets down low early on. Forces the action back. Minnesota again coming off of playing in Ottawa yesterday, a 2-1 regulation win. Teresa Vanisheva trying to use those edges and cut in front as she is known to do. This brings the action net front. Daoud to Tabin.
Vanisheva with a great European tour with her Czech team. She had 8 points in 4 games, so looking to get back on the scoreboard here in North America, but some really good work for the Czechs.
4 games in 4 days for that Czech team, by the way. Finished second in the Five Nations Cup. Setting an attendance record as well in Czechia for women's hockey. Laura Stacey, she's working at far side, sends it back, looks for support. Coming around quick. High slot shot, Stacey. That's off the body, looked like Zumwinkle maybe got a piece of it.
A couple of your star forwards blocking shots already, and Zumwinkle and Marie-Philippe Poulin. You gotta love those players that can do it all.
Yeah, one-woman hockey team, apparently. Grace Zumwinkle scored the game winner in Ottawa yesterday. That's an icing. Montreal trying to get going here. They had the offensive zone draw, but Minnesota quick to win it. They're looking to keep it away. Poulin in the neutral zone, up to Lum. Down to Murphy. Murphy second in team scoring for Montreal. Here's a chance, getting in front. That's a tripping call coming on the way. We'll see our first test on the power play for Montreal. We were talking about the efficiency leading into this game.
Coach Corey Chevry said she really just wants to keep it simple. She finds that when things aren't going well, players try to do too much. She wants them to do less, read what's in front of them, take what's in front of them.
Corey Chevry's own words, do simple correctly. So that is what their aim is. They do have the worst power play in the league, sitting at 3.1%, 1 for 32. Intimidating as well, that was the words used. Right now, Montreal trying to get going. Lum in front, he sends it down low. Back again, Leah Lum. Can't keep it in the blue line. Katie Tabin will carry it over. Rims it around. Lum, this time, keeps it in play. Montreal gets another chance at it. Tabin from the near wall. She's gonna go around, look for the pass. Set something up here, Dalton. Back at it, Lum. Getting ready. Tabin looking for a lane. Takes a shot, she scores! Dalton will lead the high fives. Yeah, likely tipped in front, but the action starts there.
Oh, and that's got to feel good for Montreal to hear those words. Montreal on the power play. This is their second unit. That's a great job up top by Katie Tabin just to find that lane. She's got her head up. She's walking the line, looking, sees she's got traffic in front. That's a good job on the screen. Claire Dalton's able to put that in and get them on the board.
Claire Dalton, that'll be her second goal of the season. She came into this game with 9 shots in 10 games played. Just right where she needed to be on special teams. The home crowd gets on their feet early here in Laval. And Grace Zumwinkle, she's gonna drive around the net this time, chased down by Laura Stacey.
Laura Stacey took a quick peek over her shoulder to make sure that wasn't going to be a penalty.
Now, Sarah Lafleur coming in close, pass to Poulin. Oh, it's just wide. That looked like it was going to connect. Find the twine back behind Maddie Rooney. Montreal with just 2 shots on goal, by the way, so that's second one finding the net. on the 5-on-4 advantage at the time.
Well, and that's just what you want if you're Montreal. You need to make teams pay if they're going to take penalties on you, and it hasn't been the case so far.
Jeet Laganière sends it back. Now 32 chances prior to that and only one goal to show for it. Sophia Cunnin plays it back. She opened scoring for Minnesota yesterday, unassisted. A bit of a breakaway play. Jillian Dempsey pushes it up. As Minnesota resets. They're playing 11 forward, 6 defense today. Just given some of the injuries, including Liz Sheppers, who's out with an upper body. Now Coyne Schofield drives in front. She opted to go around instead. Bookbinder tees up a pass. DeGeorge was just trying to get in under herself there. But a chance for Montreal the other way. David couldn't control it. Back and forth. David still on it. Minnesota chasing it down. Bette wraps it around. The end boards, no less. Katie Tabin from the point. She's already helped out on a goal. And Sarah Bougeot sets up net front. Bette passes it back around, just trying to find some space below the goal line. In front, Bougeot's right there. David was hoping to get to it. Claire Budarak on defense for Minnesota. Is able to clog up that slot. The forward, no less, of course, providing that defense. Far side. Stalemate along the boards as they look to dig out. Free Poulin wins it. Now Murphy, she shoots off the body that time. That's Maggie Flaherty. Scored the game winner Wednesday night in Minnesota. Poulin. Right now, Zumwinkle is third in league scoring, although there's a number of players who are sort of hovering around there. Laura Stacey carrying the action herself into the Minnesota zone. Gonna get some support from O'Neill along the wall. Minnesota picked off by Stacey this time. She sends it back. Coming into this game, 37 shots leading her team. Kristen O'Neill working the boards. Leah Lum keeps it in for Montreal, rather. Sends it back. They'll do what they can. Keep it in deep down low. Lee Steckline easily takes it away. Sends it up to Brooke Bryant. Handles over to Kramer. Kramer pushes it down low.
That's a good shift from the Stacey line. They've got enough speed that you can see that their game is to get it in and establish that forecheck.
Leah Lum bothered by Zumwinkle. What a play. And for Montreal, a close call right in front of their net. Elaine Chuli facing no shots so far here. Approaching the halfway point of this first period. Denisa Krishova as well out on the ice for Minnesota. Zumwinkle slides down, puck back to Chuli, plays it over to Lum. Montreal trying to get set up and create some space. Anne-Sophie Bette hoping for the pass. Bougeot takes it in front, and that could have been something. Sarah Lafleur in motion in the slot, far side, now back behind. Kelly Panic trying to get her stick on it. Digging out Bookbinder. Send it around. And Sophie Bette on a shrug off Flaherty. Minnesota playing it off the boards to push it in. And now Cunnin with a shot, that one wide. So speedy, Sophia Cunnin. Montreal defending Fleming. Looking to free it for the visitors. Claire DeGeorge in the mix as well for Minnesota. Calling for some support back in the neutral zone. Dubois and Dempsey. Now Dubois shoots. Kick saved by Rooney. And a bump behind the net frees the puck for Minnesota this time.
Montreal with a good chance, and again, we talked about Catherine Dubois and her getting an opportunity in front.
Ambrose working it up to Poulin, deflected. Point Schofield. Now Maureen Murphy sends it around. Poulin up in front, trying to get her stick on it. Same with Venisheva, and this time it's successful. Venisheva offside. And now witnessing a league in which their young children can one day play. Young girls in the stands. I love the fact that there's the young boys as well, and having two sons. You know, my boys for a long time didn't even know boys played hockey. They were so used to coming to my games and watching me play. That's the importance of representation. Back to it. Montreal, Venisheva, and Murphy, they have just been simmering, right? Getting ready to get cooking here today.
Well, they've got some speed on that line as well. Some speed, some skill, and it's a line looking to break out.
Well, here's Maureen Murphy, but Steckline in the way, and a shot from Kristen O'Neill. Up high, another chance. Murphy was hungry for that rebound. Kristen O'Neill still looking for her first goal. She does have a point on the season so far.
And she wasn't at rivalry series due to an injury. She's come back strong. She played at Scotiabank Arena against Toronto on Friday night. She's back in the lineup here. And a player that brings a lot of energy.
Important piece for the Montreal puzzle as well when it comes to face-off, sitting at 50% in the circle. Right now defending in the zone, loose puck. Fleming finds it. Flaherty. Now Katie Taven and Lum looking to help out for Montreal. That goes up high, Bookbinder. And Michaela Cava scoops it up. Pushes over Legonier. Get by. Stacy with a neat pass. Not controlled enough. Kramer keeps it in the Montreal zone, and Lum tries to send it around to Stacy yet again. Back and forth Cava. Hoping to find Krizova. Zumwinkle sends it back. Oh, behind the back pass there. Bookbinder shot. Chuli kick save. What a moment. Flaherty lets loose. Back behind now. Zumwinkle tries a wraparound. And in front, another chance. Krizova on that one. Zumwinkle coming back for more. She'll take the wide scenic route and a shot to pass rather to Cava. Once again, Zumwinkle determined. Bringing it back, getting some fresh legs on the ice. Shift change, Zumwinkle driving in front. Chuli with the save. What a sequence.
You are absolutely right about that. What a sequence from Minnesota. And just before this shift, they had not put a puck on net. But this was a dominant performance by Grace Zumwinkle. We've seen this before, that drive, and then she gets the stick opened up. She's trying to go upstairs. Elaine Chuli makes a save. Love how she gets that leg out and protects the puck, and you know she's just trying to go up and under the crossbar.
Considering untested for the bulk of this first period as well, Greco looks to find Panic. That one off the skate. It's going to give LaFour a chance. She'll take the far side. Bette. Nice to keep it in play. Daou does it. Along the line, Catherine Daou poking it free. Now LaFour. Bougeot. LaFour again. Battle of possession in this game. So back and forth. Channel.
Well, Daou did a good job to finally pull that puck off the wall. That's when you need to get it out to open space, find the open ice, and then get it in the zone.
Well, they're trying, but both teams just coming in, intercepting. That one just flips up high as Poulin hits the ice. It's still a 1-0 lead here at Place Bell. Minnesota's end. The puck gets sent around by Poulin. Murphy and Venisheva circling, though. Trying to get down low. Mariah Keppel chasing it down. She was the team's player of the game on Friday. They loved what she brought to the ice at Scotiabank Arena. Ambrose to Keppel. Sends it up, looking for Dubois. Vanisheva rims it around. Murphy quick to it, back behind the net of Rooney. Once again, loose puck this time, scooped up. Kendall, Coyne, Schofield, working it quick, tries to get the shot off. Budarak was right there trying to get a second chance.
That was generating into a 3-on-2. Montreal did a good job to get back.
Cava, soft shot pass to Bookbinder. There's a high one. Face off in the home team zone. It goes their way. Carrying it out, Maureen Murphy. Katie Tabin collects it near side. Up to Dubois. Zumwinkle right on it, along with Panic. Back behind Murphy. Dubois. Dangerously close to Maddie Rooney. Once again, working in that space below the goal line. A board battle near side. Poulin digging. Frees the puck. Gets it up to Katie Tabin. Can't keep it on side. Panic with a stretch pass picked off by Catherine Daou. And now Maureen Murphy. That shot can't get off. Minnesota stays strong here. Zumwinkle. Puck still good. Ambrose up to find LaFour. George takes it away once again. So just trying to clear their slot. And Sophie Bette was circling. Cunnin.
Owen just throws that play offside.
Montreal's Keppel looks to send it up to Bugeaud. Pressure from Claire DeGeorge. Once again, Minnesota able to use that near wall, especially Britton Fleming drives the action. Erin Ambrose takes up space along that wall, rubs her out. Sophia Cunnin, quick pass to Fleming, back up to Flaherty. Bookbinder gets a touch, sends it back, wind up shot in front. Chuli, that one does not get a piece of the netminder, just kind of floats by. Back around, close call for Montreal. Minnesota taking the wide path again. Michaela Cava bringing it up, looking to get back. Bit of a hip play there. Disrupts things. As Coyne Schofield getting in close. Now Budarak shoots. Julie with the save again. Kendall Coyne Schofield scores. The captain gets it done and quiets the crowd here in Montreal.
Coyne Schofield is such a hard player to keep track of, and Ambrose has her in the corner. She's able to get that those quick feet moving, beats her out of the corner to get this goal, and again, that speed is so dangerous. She comes across, it's a puck on her backhand and finds the back of the net.
Fourth goal of the season, combining now for 6 points in her 11 games played, and she's coming off such a physical battle in Ottawa yesterday.
Well, yeah, a player that's up to it, though, and she does not shy away from engaging in those battles. And she took a couple hard hits yesterday, but got back up, and she's in today's game. But this is the physical side of the game that you're seeing why 3 games in 5 nights can be such a task for these players.
Proving why as well. Her veteran experience as a leader on this team when it's needed has just been incredible. Minnesota, Game 3 without their first overall pick, Taylor Heise, injured Game 7 of the rivalry series last Sunday, 1 week ago. And we're all tied up in Laval, but my goodness, Becky, how quiet the crowd got on that goal.
Well, this is a passionate Montreal crowd, and yeah, they definitely quieted them.
Bit of a dance happening here in the Montreal zone. Now Kelly Panic looking for a pass. Zumwinkle as well on the ice. Denise Krujova. As Montreal works to pass it up. They've got Poulin far side. Katie Tabin send it around. Got Laura Stacey down low. Pokes that puck free. Flaherty finds Krujova. Over to Zumwinkle this time. Zumwinkle restored Minnesota's 1-goal lead, and it was good enough for the game winner yesterday. Now Tabin, and in front, O'Neill bats it away far side. Stacey working it back up to O'Neill this time, gets around Flaherty, drives in front, looks for a David, was right there. O'Neill tries to just fire that shot off. Sophia Cunnin, near side. Was hoping to pass to herself on that one. Chuli comes out to play it. Now from the point, Greco shoots down low. Cava collects. Circles back in front. Montreal.
This line has been dangerous as well, and Sophia Cunnin with some speed.
45 shots Elaine Chuli did. Or at the very least making 45 saves rather. There is the buzzer to signal end of the first period, and it was a big back and forth, finishing with a 1-1 tie to head into the locker room. Again, the first meeting of these two teams on Canadian ice, but third overall, they've split the season series 1-1. Mariah Keppel sends it towards net. Maddie Rooney in net for Minnesota. Elaine Chuli for Montreal. Ambrose up to Murphy. Play it back. Finds Venisheva. Sophie Jakes returns the favor. Sauces it down. And now Gabrielle David, who's trying to take the near lane. Zumwinkle through traffic panic, bats it up ahead for Krizova. Denisa Krizova finds herself back behind the net. Katie Tabin takes it away. Far side, Gava just trying to get her stick on it. The two of them have worked well for Minnesota so far. The team leading the league.
Both these teams with really good 1-2 punches in net. Of course, Elaine Chuli, who's just been outstanding in the starts that she's had behind and Renee Desbiens.
Lafleur tries to find the feet in the slot. And again, chases down the puck. Far side, Cava in the way. Krizova. Now Michaela Cava setting it up. Looks for the pass down low. Cunnin trying to cut in front. Near side. Bugeaud off the wall to Bette. And Greco forces it back into Montreal's end. Now Flaherty, she's got support down low. It's in the neutral zone. But Corey Chevry, of course, doesn't hold back on her goaltending tandem, as you were talking about. She says, we got the best in the league. She feels pretty good about it.
Well, the numbers may support that as well.
Some great goaltending, of course, across the board in the PWHL when you've got 6 teams, an elite level net minding. Back from DeGeorge to Fleming. DeGeorge tries to scoop it in front, and it's covered up. Minnesota fires it off the end boards. All right, a collected near side. Keppel sends it around from the point. Not quite. Now Poulin has some room. Back to Murphy. She circles back. What a momentum stopper by Brooke Bryant there. Murphy was all kinds of ready there. Minnesota from deep in their own end this time. Panic to Steckline. Tries to call for it. Kramer dumps it deep. Michaela Cava tries to find Budarak, and Stacey will scoop it up, take it away, far side. Tries to pass it to herself. Nearly does that. Bookbinder gets in the way, takes up her space. On the boards, and Kendall Coyne-Schofield on a breakaway. She's got space, she shoots. Julie makes not 1, 2 saves by Elaine Chuli. That rebound was a juicy one. Coyne Schofield, though, with all kinds of room.
That's a nice look by Katie Taven to ice that puck and see if that she can get a teammate to leg it out. Well, you talk about players that you don't want to have neutral zone turnovers to, and that's Coyne Schofield. Taven does a good job to stay with her, though, and keep this shot from the outside. Coyne Schofield's got to make that shot outside. Elaine Julie is able to come up with that save.
Claire DeGeorge taking this offensive zone draw from Minnesota. Montreal tries to send it away right away. Flaherty protecting blue line. Now Daou, Taben. The pass up to David. David in the mix. Kristen O'Neill chips it up. Maggie Flaherty on it. Minnesota does get a nifty, nice break all the way until next Sunday. So they've had this intense stretch of 3 games in 5 days, and then they get to rest. They'd love to go home with a win today, especially against rivals Montreal, always in contention for that top spot in the standings. Melissa Channel looking to clear out their zone. Loose puck. Greco gets to it now. LaFour, Bete in the mix. And Denisa Krizova. She flies in now. Kelly Panic takes it around. Just got to get past Brigitte Laganer. Far side, Minnesota's Fleming. Short passes here as Bougeot will send it down.
And once again, we see Montreal doing a good job defensively, and a team that at the start of the season we knew they were solid in net, we knew they had goal scoring. The question mark was their D, and they have been outstanding today. And really through most of the season.
Yeah, 7 shots on goal apiece, Becky, at this point. We're more than 5 minutes into the second period on that. Both teams have scored. Minnesota stick handling their way into this one. Takes a shot, that one just behind the net. From the point, Chuli kicks it away, rebound collected by Fleming, wraparound, no, denied. Mariah Keppel. Cava takes up that space, but it'll cost her. There's a penalty on the way. Wind up shot, that one high. Steckline, far side. She's got DeGeorge with her. Was straddling the goal line, now back up to the point. So the pass over to Zumwinkle. Sends it down low. Panic. Sophie Jakes getting in on it. Panic again, now in front! And that one, there was all kinds of room. Montreal clears it out. Panic again, near side. Tries to find that open lane. Opts for the pass, Jakes. Takes back, wind up one-timer. Back behind the net once again. Panic up to Jakes. Back to Panic this time. Working the circles in the slot. Clears it out. Stacy with force.
Montreal with good sticks in the lane. Panic's trying to go cross seam and is not able to make that pass. Montreal does a good job to read it.
Montreal has no shorthanded goals for at this point. And Minnesota has no shorthanded goals against at this point in this season. So right now, still working with that 5-on-4 advantage.
And Sophie Jakes, who's been added to this lineup, and that would be a big part of her role with this team, is to quarterback this power play. She just went off the ice now.
Yeah, her 3rd game in purple. She was with PWHL Boston before that trade last week. And in front, Chuli was nearly out of reach. Big support from Bete in front, along with Bizal.
Bete doing a good job both in front of the net and then to come out to the blue line and throw that play offside. Minnesota with a couple of good looks, but for the most part, Montreal doing a good job on the kill. Grace Zumwinkle, that's a nifty little move to try to come out in front of the net and get an opportunity. We talk about... See Zumwinkle clip Julie as she's going back into the net. That one wasn't caught. That tends to be a penalty.
Neutral zone draw. Not a clean win for Minnesota, but they'll take it back. Flaherty got Bookbinder with her. Minnesota is 0 for 9 on the power play against Montreal in their 2 meetings so far. And what a way to clear it out. Just one shot on Elaine Chuli in that power play.
Montreal doing a good job just to clog up those lanes, to take away the shots.
But Minnesota knows how to score when they're even strength. So here comes Sophia Cunnin pushing the action below the goal line. Poulin, her pass, centering feed, and that one potted up. Cunnin deflected to George coming in. Dalton throwing her weight around to create some space. Montreal, Venisheva, she's gonna carry it. The Melissa Channel up in the far corner. Up to Cunnin. Let loose there on a check by Poulin. Now Laganière, she winds it around. Rooney plays it quick, back in position now. Cunnin. For Minnesota, they clear their end. Montreal, Stacy over to O'Neill, back to Stacy this time. She's gonna opt to cut behind the net. Finds the puck loose, near side, off the wall. Pass back to O'Neill. She's gotta get by Bryant. Down low, Dubois. She's got it. Oh, was hoping to wrap around. Minnesota sticks exactly where they gotta be. Along the near wall, Ambrose for Montreal. On the attack here, Dubois. Board battle. Loose puck, Sophie Jakes with a touch. Up to Steckline. Great body movement there by Bugeaud. Get in front. Force it back, and there's Bugeaud again, this time in the near corner. Dubois, they're gonna help out. Sophie Jakes once again coming away with it.
Minnesota needs a change. Montreal's done a really nice job of getting in, getting two lines out on that forecheck.
Now there's Sophie Jakes doing what you just mentioned there, Becky, creating that space for the change. But Anne-Sophie Bette.
Well, it's tough in the second period. That's a long change when you get hemmed into your zone.
Now coming in fast. The pass back to Brian Cava was there. What a steal by Daou rather, as Bette weaves around. She's taking it wide in front of the net. Lafleur was there. Rooney with the freeze. All kinds of fired up. Already got the opening goal for Montreal. Poulin up to Dubois. Coming in strong here, Montreal. And Poulin, gets her stick on it, just slightly out of reach, up to Daou. Over. Now Daou sends it in the slot. Traffic in front. Did not get a piece of Rooney that time. David sends it up to Tabin, far point. Now Daou winds up. Katie Tabin settling it down. Trying to get around Grace Zumwinkle. Now Sophie Jakes providing defense. Back behind Montreal again. That one up high. David, and it's just over the fingertips there of Dalton.
Montreal's number one unit will come back out onto the ice. It was the number 2 unit that got them on the board last time. I'm sure this first unit would love to chip in here.
Yeah, 1 for 1 so far in this game, and Ambrose from the point lays it back. Got Poulin. Feed it back to Ambrose. Looking for Elaine Venisheva. Passes back to Ambrose. Patience! Shot by Poulin around. Minnesota shorthanded. They try to connect with Coyne Schofield. They do. Back in the Montreal zone. Venisheva. Cross ice pass that time. Poulin up to Stacy. Chases on Rooney, plays it quick. Bookbinder was right there as well for Minnesota.
Rooney does a nice job to come out of her net and play that puck up. She disrupts that play and allows her team to get the puck down the ice.
Talked about power play efficiency. Montreal coming into this game worst in the league, but able to open scoring on the power play in the first period. Leah Lum chasing it down.
Leah Lum's a player that she's got experience both as a defender and a forward, and she's a nice addition to the second unit of the power play.
Maureen Murphy finds it far side, not quite. Minnesota. Zumwinkle trying to jump around Montreal players. Does force the action back in to the home team zone, and Murphy up. Channel gets her stick on it. Rooney freezes.
Well, just 20 seconds left in this power play. That may be what Montreal's looking for, is to get a face-off. One of the best opportunities they have. Watch it, Erin Ambrose. What hesitation, patience. Gets that puck over to Poulin. Minnesota does a good job to come out and get in lanes and block that shot, but I love that hesitation, that patience up top, and Erin Ambrose, a player that is a power play specialist.
Montreal trying to find some space. Tabin settling. He's got LaFour up front. Panic gets her stick on it.
Tabin with some good patience there too. She just still wasn't able to find that shot lane.
Katie Tabin sends it over to Laganière. Down low. The time has expired. Back to even strength. LaFour with a pass and a shot. Save! They score! Sarah LaFour puts it away. A big goal to regain the lead for Montreal.
Well, Sarah LaFour with some really good patience on this initial pass. Of course, Montreal is able to keep the puck in the zone. Nice little saucer pass over the diving defender and then sticks around in front of the net, and there's your key. Put on the brakes, stop in front of the net. That's where you're going to get rebounds. She finds that one and puts it in the net to give Montreal the lead.
A first PWHL goal for Sarah LaFour as well. Quebec native. She's got to feel good about that effort.
This is what happens when you keep pucks in at the blue line, and for Minnesota, you get a puck close to the blue line, you need to get it out.
Chuli plays the puck behind her net, and Teresa Venisheva trying to clear it out. Ambrose sends it up. Murphy in the skates. Bryant has it now. Pava. It's the crowd reacting to the big goals just scored by Sarah LaFour.
Minnesota does a good job to get in there and force.
Mariah Keppel taking away that puck after the face-off win. Kristen O'Neill getting the secondary assist on that goal. Erin Ambrose chasing it down and just almost shrugged aside there by Claire Budarak. Not quite. Claire DeGeorge hoping to get her stick back on. I mean, Minnesota knows how to come back, get things going. But Stacy over to David. Back. Again they go. Stacy! Steckline. Beautiful defense to stop that chance. Coyne Schofield got Budarak with her. Down low. Gets by Keppel. Panic. And Tabin now battling along the boards. O'Neill for Montreal. Panic gets it over. Cunnin takes it away. Chips it into the slot. Now Bookbinder fakes a bit of a wind-up shot there. We'll send it around the boards once more. Got to create that space. Fleming. She winds around. Pass to Flaherty. Flaherty even tries to find Bookbinder far side that time. Still remaining in the Montreal zone since we returned from break. Sticky situation. Minnesota comes out with it. Fleming. Panic shoots. That's behind. Wind-up shot. Bookbinder. Keeps the pressure on. Flaherty That was a big hit, and she gets up, collects her stick. Montreal plays on. Up to Poulin. That one stopped by Greco. Turns it around. Just like that. Montreal. Claire Dalton. She's going to carry it up. Look for some space. Shoots! Fast release. Goes wide. Sends it all the way back around, but Tabin finds it.
I think Dalton's eyes lit up a little bit. Melissa Channel stumbled, but she got back up and got in the play.
Now Minnesota using speed to their advantage. Cava to Zumwinkle. Zumwinkle gets by Tabin, shoots, and that backhand shot goes wide. What an effort by Grace Zumwinkle. Now Cava, Zumwinkle was trying to get to it just again. Greco releases. And Catherine Dubois single-handedly made sure that that was a non-starter. Big block shot. Dubois now far side along the point. Cava bats at it. I wonder if the officials lost the puck there for a second.
I don't think anyone quite knew where that puck was. I think it hopped up and into the penalty box. And take a look at Laura Stacey with this hip check. Flaherty's a little slow to get up. I'm not sure if that one caught her in the stomach, maybe winded her a little bit. And then Grace Zumwinkle, how about that? Toe drag, just can't get the backhand shot off. You wonder why she's so dangerous. There's so many elements to her game.
Third in lead scoring, gets the game winner. On and on it goes.
Well, she's got the ability to get the highlight reel goal, but then we've also seen her get those ones down low where you put on your work hat and you go to work. They're a little bit grittier.
Chase is on. Madison Bizzle cleared to George. Working her stick. Kept in Steckline. To George. Gets the bounce off the end board there. Now Montreal still looking to clear it. Jakes can't keep it in from the blue line. And
Sarah LaFour with a really good job on that forecheck to put Jakes under pressure. Turned that into a battle when it looked like maybe Jakes was going to have an easy breakout.
Montreal Ambrose from the point that time. Rooney clocks it. Will be Jillian Dempsey in the faceoff circle on this offensive zone draw. For Montreal. Minnesota quickly carrying it the other way. Panic. Circling, she's got Budarak down low. Working back Bookbinder out there too. Montreal. Budarak picks it up. And a big collision. Julie, the puck still in play in front of the net. They're going for it, pushing it. Montreal gets clear. Julie's stick is out of the mix right now. Just getting further away at that.
Well, you put pucks into the crease and things can happen, and that's just about where it was for Minnesota. That's a broken play. They throw a puck on crease, crashing bodies.
Coyne Schofield takes a shot. Again, maybe hoping for that coughed up rebound, but Julie denies that.
Well, I don't mind that shot. You look at it low, you try to keep it away from the glove, but if you're looking to create something on that low shot, they had this scramble in front. It was awfully dangerous, so hey, why not put another puck in the crease and see what you can create? We'd already talked about this team getting a little too fancy.
Now Minnesota. Steckline doing the work. Bouncing back Tabin. Some patience. Force back. Daou will get there first. And Montreal, that play disrupted panic. Tabin to Bugeaud. Steckline finds it. Sends it back, uses the glass and the time. Right now, the home team has the lead as puck drops on the third period. Last bell. Minnesota takes it away. Jakes down low, Coyne Schofield. Hope to reach it first. Two teams, so much speed. Murphy over to Venisheva, that one. Instead taken the other way by Budarak. And Coyne Schofield in front, panic. Was right there. Made that pass so quick. Front of the net of Elaine Chuli. Shots on goal quite low through 40 minutes, 14-13. Minnesota, the slight edge there coming into this third period. So 13 saves for Chuli, 12 so far for Maddie Rooney.
Kendall Coyne-Schofield with another scoring opportunity. Looked like they might generate one more, but that play was offside. Coyne-Schofield just throws this one out front, looking to create something in the crease. And it comes off of a turnover through the neutral zone. Montreal with a pass in behind their player as they try to break through the neutral zone. Those passes got to be crisp and on the tape in order for them to play with speed.
Cava and O'Neill in the face-off circle. O'Neill wins that one, but Michaela Cava certainly stepping up on the face-offs for Minnesota in light of Taylor Heisey's absence. Upper body injury for one of their many stars on the team. Michaela Cava takes it away. Short pass up, Tabin. Nice to send it back. Gonna get a stick on it, swarming O'Neill. David, Tabin, back around, Daou finds Gabrielle David. Now Montreal, Katie Tabin works her way around, she gets close, takes a shot, Dempsey. What a play, big save by Rooney.
Katie Tabin with some good skill, and this is a defender jumping into the rush, throwing a little toe drag into the works to create this scoring chance. That nice little play brings that in and throws this pass out front. Not able to beat Rooney. Katie Tabin, who is going to a ring ceremony on Thursday for the Toronto Six.
A number of former PHF Toronto Six players playing in this game. Leah Lum getting a touch on that one. Dempsey on the blue line. Sophia Cunnin, though, makes that space for Minnesota. Up into the bench, though. Rooney in the glove. Lets it play on. Channel. She was actually a draft pick for Toronto and found herself in Minnesota. She played there before. Now around. Alyssa Channel once again. Gets her stick on it from the blue line. Lum up to Bugeaud. Physical pressure, Lafleur. She's been a threat so far. She got that lead restoring goal for Montreal.
Well, you can see in that last shift exactly what's happening throughout this game is trying to get pucks off of the wall and into the middle of the ice so you can put them on net, or finding those shooting lanes to create something. Both teams have struggled with that today.
Brooke Bryant trying to work it ahead. Kramer finds Bryant and in the body of Chuli. Loose puck, Maureen Murphy finds it. Bookbinder sends it up. That deflection right in front. There's a body block. I believe that was Erin Ambrose, and she just continues with the pressure in the far wall. Catherine Dubois, she's got the speed, the size, the intimidation factor, as Corey Chevry said. First game on her signed standard player agreement. And now Laura Stacey with the pass in front. David. Nifty feed now. Kendall Coyne-Schofield has room. Try to find Budarak that time. Those two have been so good together in this game.
And isn't that always the way when you start to get an offensive opportunity at one end, it turns into one at the other end.
Oh, and there, Claire DeGeorge off the bench, takes a shot up high off the glass. Channel works it over to Greco. Sends it around, they go for the line change. And Claire DeGeorge has found herself so close to the net, setting up net front number of times in this game so far. Greco chasing it down, Dalton now another shot towards the net. A big one by Dempsey. She's had two quality looks in close succession here in the third period. Montreal hoping to extend that lead. One thing in the PWHL, no lead is safe.
No one knows that better than Ottawa, actually, with the 3-goal lead that New York was able to to come back on in 5 minutes, in the last 5 minutes of the game. There's goal scoring on all these teams, despite the fact that we haven't seen an abundance of offense here today in terms of shots on goal.
And Sophie Bette tries to work it off of Jakes' stick. Steckline has it now. Pushed forward to Fleming. Just great one-on-one play. Bugeaud providing that pressure. Away we go, Bette. Shots on goal still quite even here. 16-15, this time Montreal with a slight edge. And Sophia Cunnin. She was trying to fly after it, but Catherine Dubois, once again, she's got Bette with her big shot. Rooney reads it all the way through.
Well, the defense have been so solid this game. The outside drive really does not exist for these teams. They've been pushed outside. Dubois does a nice job on this entry just to get the puck to the middle of the ice and get the shot. You can see her tapping her stick. She wants that puck. She's got her stick in the middle of the ice. She steps in, uses that defender. Now it's Marie-Philippe Poulin taking the draw.
Laura Stacey has a goal against Minnesota already in this season. In fact, the last time they met, January 24th, she opened scoring for Montreal, led to a 2-1 win that day. Now back we go. Dubois finds Dalton, tries to feed it into the slot. Poulin was there, but it's Grace Zumwinkle. Backhand. Chuli reads it, but gets clipped by Poulin. She's out of position, and plenty of space for Minnesota, though.
Once again, Katie Tabin, a nice play on that one-on-one, and the outside drive is just not there, even for someone with the speed of a Grace Zumwinkle.
Daou chips it up. Creates some breathing room. Now Montreal with a chance. That one didn't touch the post. Either way, close shot. But Budarak allows the play to unfold. Panic. Oh, that one easily just taken away. Budarak saves it. Oh, a whiff shot. Fanned on it. And Leah Lum into the crowd.
Kelly Panic with a glorious scoring opportunity and can't get the shot off right away. Some good passing by Minnesota through the neutral zone. Looks like this play's been broken up. Minnesota's able to keep it in the zone. Panic gets that puck, can't quite get it off her stick quick enough to beat Chuli. This is exactly what Minnesota is looking for right now. Get the puck off the wall.
So it's 5-on-4 right now for Minnesota, and they're eyeing down an equalizer. Steckline sends it around to Chuli. DeGeorge was right there. Panic looking for an open lane, got Jakes up by the point. Steckline back to Jakes. Trying to find that open lane back near the goal line. Grace Zumwinkle to Jakes again. They'll trade. Far side. Crowd in it here. Jakes. Slow and steady. Steckline. Shoots in front. And Montreal clears it out.
There's a dangerous shot. Minnesota has two players in that front. No one's able to get a stick on that rebound.
Poulin was going straight for it, but Bookbinder carrying it over the blue line. Far side, gets by Daou. Back again, Catherine Daou now. Claire Dalton pushes it up to Marie-Philippe Poulin. She comes in front and off the post it goes. The loudest ding you'll hear at Place Bell. Power play for Minnesota, their second of the game. Trying to find some space on the inside. Jakes takes it. Steckline again. Near side this time. Gets by Tabin. Hopes to get in front. That will be a penalty coming.
Marie-Philippe Poulin with a great opportunity, short-handed, protects that puck well, comes across to her backhand and puts it off the crossbar. Take a look at this penalty. Lee Steckline doing a good job coming in, protecting that puck, and then she's taken down.
It's back to 5-on-4 right now. Minnesota. Jakes feeding it over, trading back and forth with Panic. Panic winds up, lets loose to George. Laura Stacey Has the puck shorthanded, far side. Redirects, rims it around. Now Keppel on the blue line here. Again, this is a Minnesota power play.
Another nice block by Montreal in front. Mariah Keppel does a good job to get her body in front and give Laura Stacey that opportunity.
Back to back with the player advantage here for the visitors. A chance to tie things up in the third period. Jakes sends it back, but Panic regains control. Keeps it away from Poulin. Gets her stick on it that time. Zumwinkle. Now Poulin sends it forward. Dalton chasing after, but Rooney plays it off the end board there. Finds Steckline. Coin Schofield. Putting on the speed. Dalton right behind her. Montreal with plenty of poke checks to dislodge the puck.
Claire Dalton comes back on that back check. She puts a lot of pressure from behind on Minnesota, which ultimately results in that turnover.
Captain looking for that stretch pass. It'll help out Montreal that time, although goes to collect it from the blue line. Bizal, Cava. The race is on Bookbinder. Gets to it first, final 15 seconds here of this Minnesota power play, third of the game. Coin Schofield with a pass. They shoot, but it's off balance there. Cava with a quality chance. Net front. Another one, even strength, but Denisa Kruzova pulls it away. Keppel battling along those end boards. Lots of pressure from Minnesota. Bookbinder pulls it up from the boards right in front. DeGeorge was there. Coin Schofield as well. Near side. Chances keep piling on here. 5-on-5. Montreal can't clear the zone. DeGeorge is working it in the slot. Finds it far side. Keppel this time. To Tabin. Non-stop action here in the Montreal zone. Minnesota trying to tie things up here. Sophia Cunnin getting wrapped around Daou. Big shot from Greco. Stopped in the slot.
Minnesota's got this Montreal team on the ropes. The last thing they want to do is let that puck come out of their zone. You need to keep this tired group of 5 players out on the ice. Minnesota will look to change one at a time.
Now Greco, once again, long shot. But for the race to the near side, and the visitors, so much sustained time. And Sophia Cunnin, plenty of room, takes a shot in the glove of Chuli. And through their 3 meetings so far, Becky, Minnesota 0 for 12 on the power play when you account for those first 2 games. Still plenty of time here in Laval. They're looking to tie things up on the attack right now. Coin Schofield Panic on the just that sticky, relentless defense by Aaron Ambrose. Board battle. You can hear a little bit of the
Montreal outnumbering that situation, but staying outside of the battle.
Pick up some of that on-ice communication, of course, happening in those moments. And what a play to push it right back into the Montreal zone. Home team, Poulin. The captain will carry it up. Gets past the blue line, stakes it in. Oh, and it's just stripped away by Sophie Jakes. Zumwinkle doing the work. Backhands it down low. Chuli plays it quick. Sends it around. Very consistent flow to this game. Dalton shrugs off Bookbinder. Tries to get past Flaherty. LaFour right in front of the net. She's got a taste of scoring after that first PWHL goal to get Montreal's lead back in the second period. LaFour to Tabin. Hoping to connect in the slot. Tabin has it again. Up to Gabrielle David. Works it back to LaFour. Poked free by Tabin. That creates something for Maureen Murphy. She'll dump it low. Venisheva collects it. In the corner, gets by. She's got David with her, and in front, Murphy was right there. Skating in fast, turning it around. Erin Ambrose finds a path along the boards this time. Keppel tries to keep it in, loses her stick. Brooke Bryant has some room. She's gonna come in close. Goes for the wraparound instead, tries to feed it. That one just wide, but Minnesota look to capitalize on that play. Stacy, far side, trying to work it off. Brings it in the middle this time. Bette has it. Kick saved by Rooney. Bizal can't get to it fast enough now. A race with panic. Minnesota looking to tie things up here. Sophie Jakes weaving through. Laura Stacy back to Bizal. Again, more than 10,000 fans right now cheering for Montreal.
It's an impressive crowd here today, and the crowds have only gotten bigger and bigger out here in Laval.
Chance to watch their team. Montreal working to clear the zone. Claire Bouderak gets on it. Forces it in the far side this time. Now Bugeaud. And those Minnesota players just closing in. So a line change for the home team. Jakes works it near side. 2-1 finish is how Montreal won in their last meeting on January 24th in regulation. In fact, these two teams handed each other their first regulation losses in their franchise histories. Minnesota so dominant throughout January. It was January 24th that they lost their first game in regulation. Bookbinder was not without 46 shots on goal, by the way, testing Elaine Chuli that night. So far, shots even at 20 apiece here in Laval. Keppel trying to close in, dig in. Poulin looking for that room to free the puck. But Kruzova not creating any space. Zumwinkel's there too, hungry for it. And what a play coming out of it by Dubois, stopping a potential chance. The crowd reacting to that physical play. Back and forth we go. Michaela Cava with a shot, and that one just wide. Kruzova is right there looking to go top shelf on Elaine Chuli. Forcing her to move, of course, side to side. Fleming, that one poked free by Poulin that time. One thing about Marie-Philippe Poulin, she knows how to do takeaways, dislodge that puck, work that stick.
Well, she may be the best in the world at that. When she's on the back check, then she can be dangerous, lifts that stick, and she creates so many turnovers. It takes the puck the other way and creates offense.
Now Fleming trying to generate something, shoots towards, kick saved by Chuli. Into the far corner, rebound collected by Minnesota. Jakes sitting in front, Chuli in the glove. The crowd loves the saves.
Minnesota throwing absolutely everything at Montreal right now, finding ways to get shots through. Fleming with the first opportunity and stepping to the middle. And I think that's the key, step to the middle of the ice, put that puck on net. Had a good opportunity here. Just throw that puck in. Kunin trying to get in to see if she can find a rebound.
Well, they put their best in the circle. Panic sitting at 55.6% coming into this game, but Montreal defense pulls it away from the circle. You got three Minnesota players. Cava getting her stick on it. Ambrose rims it around. Jakes has got to chase it. That empty net is right there, and Laura Stacy will come in.
Just the right weight on that rim to go all the way down the ice, but not be an icing.
And Laura Stacy has it in front. Oh, and it just goes by the paint. That crease just looks so enticing when there's no goaltender in front.
Well, when you can chase down that icing and have a bit of zone time with no goaltender, it's a little dangerous.
Grace Zumwinkle finds Jakes. Pretty long pass there. Jakes using the end boards, has panic far side. Final minute here in regulation. Montreal has the lead right now. Zumwinkle battling for it Puck down low. Now Jakes winds up, tries to find the slot. Cava. A little backhand moment. That one goes high. Still a chance. Minnesota. Jakes up to Steckline. Back to Jakes. Winds up. Shot. Oh, off the body. And another one. Kick save by Cooley. So quick. Jakes back at it. She'll take another chance through the slot. Cava there. Along with Coyne Schofield. They're set up net front. Looking for it. Jakes. Dalton pokes it up. Zumwinkle, final 20 seconds here. In panic. Zumwinkle. They've got some time. Jakes winds up one more, but it's blocked. On and on they go. Peugeot makes it look too easy. Panic back to Zumwinkle. Is there a whistle? No? I think there's a bit of a discrepancy as the clock winds down.